Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Compiègne Racecourse here on Tuesday. It is July the 10th, 2018. Gonna look at the third race from Compiègne, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for racecourses around the world. Today's third race from Compiègne is the Prix Pelias Stakes. It's a listed stakes going for a purse of $65,500. This race is for 3-year-olds only. Field of 8 horses going the 2,000-meter journey or a mile and a quarter on the turf course. My top selection in this race, I like the 2-horse Al Adade. I'm going to go 2-4-1 in the TriCast of the trifecta. 2-4-1 TriCast trifecta. Top selection 2-horse Al Adade. 4-1. Gregory Benoist is on the Sandre Farb train 3-0 colt by Zoffany. Horse's most recent outing came the 14th of June. They came at Longchamp. Soft ground, a mile and a quarter in illicit stakes. He finished 5th by 7 lengths that day, and he really just never got that good closing kick momentum at the end. The ground was very wet. Maybe he just didn't get a piece of it. But before that, quite wet ground also at Longchamp, a mile and a quarter in the maiden race. He did win by 1/4 lengths. Okay, that race wasn't as tough as the next race, but he won by 1/4 lengths, and it was a good race. It wasn't a bad race at all. And then before that, first off the break on very waterlogged ground at Longchamp, 1 mile and allowance race, $36,000. In early April, this horse finished third by 2 lengths. He got around the race course well. He just missed at the end. It wasn't a bad race there. And then at Deauville in late November, mile and the eighth, 1,800 meters in just a basic 2-year-old lounge race. He finished second by neck, and he ran a very good race against some very tough horses there. He quickened up nicely. Wasn't a bad race. Something I've noticed: those races at the end of November from Deauville on the all weather are some great races, and the forms out of those races are very good. This horse, like I said, he nearly won that day, and he beat some good horses home that day also, and those races are good in the fall, in the late November from Deauville. But I think here today at Compiègne, back up to listed stakes for the second time. The race not nearly as tough as the last Longchamp race, and he'll be used as a top selection for me. So to recap my selections for the third from Compiègne, it is the Prix Pelias Stakes. Gonna go as a top selection the 2-horse Al Adade. I'm gonna go 2-4-1 in the TriCast of the trifecta. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.